Hi, today I'm remaking a house I made when I was 14, so like 12 years ago. I think it was when I was 14. It's whenever the game first came out, which doesn't seem like it was that long ago, but it was. And you think that it would have a lot more cooler stuff in it by now, but it's all DLCs and paid stuff. I've probably spent $2,000 on this game, which is crazy. The first house, pictures here, this is just of the house that I made initially, which isn't terrible. I mean, most of the decoration I had was plants, so there's plants everywhere, and for a 14-year-old, it's not bad. Posters in the bathroom was an interesting choice still. Worst counters in the game, but I was obsessed with culinary and like being a chef, so I wanted to use the culinary tables, or counters. But yeah, I mean, so much of my life has happened since then, and it's crazy to look back and think about it. I mean, I've moved probably 5 times since then, house to house. Moved out of my parents, moved in with my then boyfriend, now husband, had a bunch of crazy life stuff going on, had a bunch of jobs. Used to work as a server, then I worked at a captioning place, which was really cool. Basically, I talked in like this into a microphone, and it would caption people's phone calls for them in live time. Because if you're deaf and you can't hear the phone call, but in this day and age, you have to make phone calls. So we would do that, and they had a special device that would read off what we did for them. It was a little boring. We weren't always busy, so I would fall asleep and get in trouble all the time. And now I work at a pharmacy, filling people's prescriptions. So it's crazy how life has gone. I mean, I have 3 kids now. I'm married. I don't own a house because I don't think I ever will in the way that the economy is. But I rent a pretty nice house, pretty big. I never thought I would be where I am today. And it is honestly just so nice to think about, and so nice to really think about how far I've come and be thankful and just content. Because everybody, I mean, there's always part of you that wants more, but I'm really happy with how my life has turned out. Anyway, that's just a little bit about me, since I'm sure you don't know much about me yet. Eventually, the stuff will come up. But, I'm just working on the house. I really cut down the bulk of the crazy exterior and fixed the roof. Just completely deleted the roof because the roof was crazy. I mean, I roofed corner or diagonals without any sort of diagonal roofing. So, well, no diagonal roofing, but no octagonal, I guess is the best word for it, roofing. And that was difficult, so I'm kind of proud of what I tried to do, even though it looked crazy and bad. But now I know how to. We have the tools in The Sims after 12-ish years of having Sims 4 out and adding stuff to it. We didn't even have pools or toddlers, and now we have infants. So, I mean, it is crazy to see how far the game has come as well. I'm excited for a new game still. I prefer it, so I've watched everything about Paralives, and I'm so ready for it to come out because I am tired of The Sims. I love making houses, and I've tried making houses in Sims 3 since Sims 4 came out, and it's hard to get used to again. But I'm excited for to learn something new. I always do love something new, so. But anyway, onto the house. The interior of this house is a little wacky. I think I got a little carried away, as I do, and made it as wacky as it was when I first made this house 12 years ago. So that's fun. It's the new castle or royalty pack, royalty and legacies or whatever it was called, came out, and I've got it, and I wanted to use the new stuff, so I decided to use it in this house, and it doesn't match anywhere, but I have the headcanon that the mom in this house is a businesswoman, and she decorates it the way that she wants everywhere, and she has no style, so that's my excuse, I guess. I'm working on the floor plan. There's only 2 bedrooms in this house. Soon, in my mind, they're gonna add a new baby, so there's a 3rd bedroom, but it's just storage at the moment. And then there's the tea time solarium, which I don't know what a solarium is, but I'll have to find out one day. I think it has something to do with those rooms you sit in for stars. That's what it sounds like to me, but that came with this door that's open. It's like an archway with open doors, and I love that. So that kind of gave the vibe of like the more regal, which is where the house is a mess. Like, the outside is somewhere between a Victorian and a suburban. And the inside is somehow also got modern furniture, modern fancy furniture, and old-time fancy furniture. So, obviously no taste, which is me or her, for anybody to decide. And these windows that came with life and death, I wish had a clean version. Like, they're broken and they look so pretty, but I couldn't find one of maybe I just couldn't find it, but I couldn't find one that had the windows fine and pretty and, you know, not dirty or broken. So, I mean, it is a vibe, it's cool, but I wanted the thing. And then I, of course, go and add the columns from Get Together all over because you need that. I do that to almost every build. I spend a lot of time putting columns on every edge. It just looks nice. Anywho, tell me how your life has changed in the last 12 years, I guess, if you would like, in the comments. We can have a little discussion about it, or tell me how your day's going. Tell me, you know, you can put anything you want in the comments, and I will read it and respond, because I have the time. Like, I don't have a lot of time, but I do enjoy looking at the comments and responding to people, because it's kind of like just a little conversation. I guess it is literally a little conversation, but you know what I mean. And I was decorating this in fall, so I guess everything was dead. So when I went to do the outside plants, I was like, oh, I don't know what these are going to look like. I don't know what colors I'm using. So it looks nice when it comes back to, I think I come around and fix it by building just straight from Manage World, and that just shows you everything in the, you know, in not raining, not summer, you know, just summer green before seasons came out. And in the original, there was this little water thing. What is that called? Bird bath with a bench and everything around it. And I absolutely love the way that looks, so I added a little tiny one in the corner. I thought it was necessary. Those are my favorite doors to use as back doors. That and the sliding doors, I think they're just perfect back doors, because they're just the glass things that lead outside, and you get a lot of light from them. And I grew up with a sliding back door that took up like the whole wall. So it is on par for what I'm used to. And this whole area over here in the corner is like dining, kitchen, and the dining room becomes bigger than the kitchen, but it's all sort of one area, because there's a lot of, on all those counters over there, I put a bunch of like coffee and all that stuff. So I think it turns out pretty cute. I feel like I could have left it in this thing. It's one of those things where I look back and I was like, I actually really like the way that looks. I don't know why I changed it. I know that I wasn't happy with where there was room for a sink and for a stove and all that, so that's why I changed it. But it honestly didn't help that much. I could have just left it. It would have looked cute. But this is fine. This is nice too. I like having a stove in the island. I don't know why. It's just something that it just seems right. It seems like something I've seen a lot, and it opens up the space for everybody to be together, and I do like that, because a lot of times when my husband's cooking, I'll be just sitting in the living or in the kitchen with him, because we have a little island that I could sit at, and but he's facing away from me, so maybe if the island was facing out and he was at the stove and then I was sitting at the edge of the island, I think I'd like that a lot. In like my dream house that I will never have, but it would be cute. Like, I love spending time together. That's probably my love language, is quality time. So I don't know how much you believe in those, but hey, that's something that somebody said one time. So at one point I realized I think I didn't put a bathroom, because that next to the kitchen just ends up being a little storage area and laundry room. And then I realized that I put a bathroom at the front of the thing, so I end up with 2 bathrooms. It's because I make one right here, yeah. And there's one at the front of the house, so I just didn't look hard enough for it, I guess. And that room back there ends up being the storage room, and I think it's hilarious. It has, like, Christmas decorations and Halloween decorations and everything in it. Boxes and a crib, like it's their old crib. I like that detail. I thought it was really cute. Honestly, I think I used the mud grange, whatever it's called, pack for the mudroom every time in every build. Like, I feel like the downstairs looks pretty nice. It makes sense. It all goes together, and then you get upstairs in the bedrooms, and it's like, why did I do that? How was your guys' Easter? Mine was absolutely crazy. So I worked for about 8-9 hours. No, I think it was 7 hours, because it was a Sunday, so it was short hours. And then I went to drive down to my family's house, which is about a 40-minute drive away, on a highway, like one of those interstate highways that are on the ground. And in the middle of it, I think I got 10 minutes in, and my tire blew while I was driving, going like 75 miles an hour. And that is scary. I didn't flip. Everybody said, I'm surprised you didn't flip. I have a tiny, tiny car. It's a compact car, Chevy Spark. So it was scary. The car started to make a weird noise, and then and then just poof, and I was suddenly at an angle and driving. And I came to a pretty, I tried not to stop really fast, because I didn't want to come to a complete stop, like, suddenly from that. And somebody was on my, like, riding on my bumper really close, so they had to jump around me, which is hopefully a lesson for them not to do that, because at any point in time somebody's tire could explode, and then they have to come to a complete stop, or a cat or a deer or something could run in the middle of the road and they have to come to a complete stop. It drives me nuts when people do that. But yeah, so that scared the crap out of me, and then I had to wait an hour on the side of the road because I don't have a spare anymore. We've changed the tire enough times. I mean, I've had that car for like 7 years, and I need to get a new spare, but I didn't have one to change it onto, so I had to wait for someone to come get me and then wake up early the next morning. I went to work, but my husband, the man that he is, went and took the tire off, took it to a shop, got a new tire, which luckily we had enough money to do. And it did put us a little behind on paying rent, and so that did eventually get done. It was a bit of a struggle, and it was a crazy day, and just not my day. not the best time I've ever had. So I did end up going down and seeing the family for a little bit, but then we didn't get a chance to go see my family because we didn't have the car to. My mother-in-law stayed the night, which is fun because I love her. And we drank and played video games. We played Rock Band. She got drunk enough that we convinced her to sing for us, and she sings Lithium by Nirvana, which was amazing. And she did really well on it. She got like a 93%. It was an amazing time, but it started out really bad, really crap. But it wouldn't have happened. We wouldn't have heard her sing Lithium if all that didn't happen. So, you know, sometimes shit happens, I guess. So tell me, how did your Easter go? Did you have a fun time, a bad time? I'm really famous for setting 2 different living rooms. I don't know why. I just feel like having 2 separate living rooms, like a formal living room and then your living room where the kids hang out. I think I just want one. I want a living room where I can sit and then it's not dirty and sticky. And then the living room where I can go hang out with the kids, and the kids are supposed to be there. But then I would never tell my kids that they couldn't hang out in the main living room, so now both of my living rooms would just be sticky. So, but I think that that's something that I like. And I like just having a lot of couches. I like having places to sit. I spend a lot of money buying just comfy places and comfy chairs for me to sit in. Giant TV for the office. And I decided, since I used a whole bunch of the unlockables in the original build, that I was going to put a bunch in the office. So there are a bunch of them there, which you can see if you look. If you just search for them, like little Easter eggs almost. See what matches up with the old build. And then this is where all the boxes and the... Oh yeah, there's gym equipment that they don't use anymore in there. I thought that was a fun detail. Easter decorations, Halloween not Easter. Christmas and Halloween decorations. They actually don't have many Easter decorations in this game. Not that I found, and I didn't look very deep, but... so that's fun. But yeah, here we get to the crazy, ridiculous, opulent, freaking bedroom. But I just saw all this stuff from the new pack and wanted to use it. So I love myself a good sitting chase. And maybe it wouldn't look so opulent if I didn't go with the gold brown wood, but I really liked the green bedspread and wanted to use it, and the green couch, and the green for the bassinet because they're gonna have the baby soon. So I just went ahead and went with it. And so this room makes absolutely no sense with the rest of the house, but it's cute. And if you change the colors, maybe it makes more sense, or if you change the bed, or if you completely change everything in the room, except for the chase, because the chase is important. And the giant piano, the golden piano. I think I don't make it gold. I think I was like, this is too much, obviously. But and these new curtains are so cute, and they go perfectly with the tea time solarium door, and it's gorgeous, and I love it. I really do want to make like a Victorian house with Victorian furniture. I think that would be amazing. And we have some different things we can do it with. Like, I feel like even some stuff from the what kit is it? Paranormal kit? I think some stuff in there would even work for it. And the tea time solarium and some stuff like that chair there that's cute. The tea time solarium would be perfect. There's some kits that I don't have, like the castle estate and all that stuff, that I want to get first before I try and do that, because I make rules in my brain and then I have to stick by them, and it sucks. So, and I can't break them. And then we have a little pink bedroom for the little girl. And it's a little bit opulent, but not extremely opulent. And then the maker. Okay, I don't know how you guys feel about maker's kits. I think it's kind of ridiculous. I feel like if you wanted the CC in your game, you should have paid the creator straight up. We shouldn't be going through EA and give EA 70% of the money for it. I mean, I don't know how the whole thing... I'm not sure how much EA has to do on their end to get it in the game clearly, and I know that console players can't get CC, so it's the easiest way for them to get CC in air quotes, but it's still the same as buying a pack. I mean, it's not like getting CC where you go online and get anything you want for free. Or just paying a Patreon subscription and then getting all of the stuff that a creator makes. It's literally buying another microtransaction, and it's not the spirit of CC. And I never use CC just because I'm too lazy to go and try and find stuff, and then it breaks the game and all this stuff. And I do like having more stuff, obviously. I build, so having more crap to look through and more stuff to put in the builds is good, but I mean, they're not, as far as I'm aware, they're not paying directly to the simmers who made it. They're not paying them like a wage for it. They're just paying them whatever people buy, 30%, which 30% is far, I mean, that's a number I know. I don't know if I'm correct. If I'm wrong, that's fine. I'm still gonna be mad about it. But it's not a lot. I mean, like, it might add up to be a lot of money, but it's not as much as it should be if enough people are buying it. For that reason, it should be more. Like, it should be more of a percentage. It should be, because they made the whole thing, and I mean, and some of the makers packs on there are ridiculous. Like the pimple patches and all that stuff. Like, power to you. It's nice and it's great, but I'm not paying $5 for a little bit of makeup, and I'm not, so there's definitely some stuff on there I'm not gonna get. And the moolah, it being moolah instead of paying directly for it, that really is what it comes down to being absolutely an issue, because it's it is a strategy to get you to spend more money because you have to buy moolah and you can't use all of it, so you might as well buy more, and then you can buy more packs, and or you just have dead money sitting there that you can't use instead of just a straight transaction, and I absolutely hate it. Anyway, we're at the pictures. I'll stop ranting. Here is the redo of it. There was a reminder picture of what the house originally looked like, and now everything, all the nice pictures and the environment and of the outside. I do love making houses, like the actual architecture outside, so I haven't really done much of that yet. I've been just rebuilding and remodeling some, but I'll get back into it. I haven't played in a while. I just got the new computer, so I haven't really gotten into building again, but I'll get there, and I'm excited too, because I do love just throwing down some lines and making it into a house. It's one of my favorite things. So, but yeah, and here's that room. My favorite room in the house, honestly. It's the most realistic. That is something that, I have one of those in my basement where just all my crap goes, because you gotta have a place to put your crap. Nobody has too much crap. I love that painting. That painting right there is my favorite painting in the whole game. It's not that big, but it sizes up really well, so. And all the other stuff here going on. Absolutely amazing. Just love making stuff and looking at it, and honestly rewatching my own builds. I do that a lot. It's just watching yourself make something, it just feels nice. I rewatch videos of me drawing too all the time, just because I like to watch the process, because it reminds me of how I do it, because I honestly forget all the time and then I do everything different, and none of my drawings look the same. People say that I have an art style, but I don't see it. Okay, we're coming up to the end of the videos, so here it is, the whole floor plan, and thanks for watching, of course. Check me out on Life is Hard Make Bad Art if you would like, on another YouTube channel and Instagram, and always have a nice day.